Hello guys, Dr. Patrick Price here, and welcome to today. Hope everyone is doing well as always. I hope life is bringing happiness. I hope people are getting out and enjoying this great summer we're having. I'll bring this video to you today because, like always, I'm always looking for answers. And many of you are reading, many of you are watching social media, many of you are watching the news, and I really say please just turn off the news. If you want to be relaxed and calm, don't watch the news. It simply will bring stress to your life. But what I'm bringing to you today is information that I've been working on for quite a while. Many of you who know me, especially those who've known me for a while, you know I do my homework. 7 days a week I do what I do. And so that means, even though you like to say, well, he's just a doctor of chiropractor, he's not a PhD, he's not this. Well, our postgraduate training goes on and on subjects like this, but what I do in my office is I'm looking all the time for answers every day. When I go home, I stay up each night, late at night, and I'm still looking for answers. I'm constantly searching. I'm constantly talking to other doctors, other people that I know are kind of, as I say, in the know, meaning they're up on their game as well. They know what works and what doesn't work. And so those of you who are watching this, and those of you who take a moment to actually watch this whole video all the way through, first I'm going to share with you some facts that I know from the work that I've been doing, and then I'm going to give you some answers and some solutions. Because I've been getting asked lots of questions, and the best thing I do is make a video and give you kind of the overall view of what's been going on. First of all, there's a test called organic acid test. There's the enviro profile, which looks at the chemicals in the body, which looks more like the gut, what the body's doing. But here's what I found out recently. People before you get upset with me and get mad, I'm just going to say, those of you who've had the jab and not had the jab, before you click off this video, please listen to what I'm going to tell you. You can be upset with me later if you like, that's okay. But I want you to please listen because I do care about each one of you watching this video. I look at these tests. An organic acid test is a urine test. It looks at the metabolites of your urine. I've been looking at these tests before people have an injection. I've been looking at these tests after they have an injection. I look at you, and it doesn't matter whether you've had the injection or not. This video is not about this. This video is made to show you what to do if you've been sick, don't want to get sick. You had the shot, not had the shot. It doesn't matter. This video is for all of you. But for sure, one thing that I've noted, and I've shared this with other doctors, and they have found similar interest looking at these same tests, is when you do this organic acid test, you're looking at yeast, mold, fungus of the gut, which you know affects your brain, but affects your whole body. And seeing these tests before, and I'm going to post one of these later in your email so you can do the comparison. Looking at a patient before they've had an injection, the jab, and look at them 3 months later after having a jab. Undeniably, terrible things are happening to your body. And like I said, please don't click off. Just watch the video. Those who've had this, watch because you need to understand what to do about it. When I look at these tests, yeast and mold fungal markers, all of them are lit up. Your body is being taken over by yeast and mold in the gut. Your digestive system is basically being destroyed. And not just that, I've got one chart I'm looking at right now in particular, which is a classic case of what I'm seeing all the time. Now with this, you also see what they call Clostridia bacteria. And I haven't sent an email about Clostridia, but I can send an email just about the Clostridia bacteria. This is the type of bacteria in your gut that makes people begin to have personality disorders. You start acting differently. You can become violent. You can become OCD, as we call it, schizophrenic. I'm talking to my angels. No, I'm talking to the devil. You can become schizophrenic, literally start losing your mind. And that is from a bacteria called Clostridia bacteria. Also part of this is what they call C. difficile. These Clostridia bacteria are a group of different ones. And when all 4 of them are lit up in your gut, that means definitely your mind is being affected. You're basically not yourself. Okay, so next on that list, besides the yeast, mold, fungal, and there's Clostridia bacteria taking over your gut, is you see oxalates. Okay, we're talking about calcium oxalates. These are like the kidney stones you get, which are phosphorus or calcium. And what happens is when you get this overgrowth of yeast, these calcium oxalates basically go out the roof. What that means is like you get stones in your kidney. Well, think of getting stones all over your body. Think of getting, even in your brain, your nervous system, all your soft tissues of the body, the calcium starts depositing in all the wrong places. This is another thing that starts going off the chart. Not just in the red, but we're talking like off the chart. The oxalates are way too high in the body. That means you're going to get painful, achiness, stiffness in the body. Right? Then you have the mitochondrial markers. Look at the mitochondrial markers. If you've never really looked at what this is, some of you may not know anything about this. Think about the energy of a cell. Each one of your little cells has to make its own energy. It has to take in food. It has to use the food. It has to get rid of waste. There's a whole process going on in each cell of your body. When mitochondrial markers start going off the chart, you'll see that your body is losing the ability to do that. The cells are losing their ability to consume their food properly, to digest their food taken in, and to get rid of waste. And so you start having what? Chronic fatigue. You can't sleep at night. You get really tired. Right? So these mitochondrial markers start going off the chart. But the most interesting thing next is what happens to your brain. Your dopamine levels, you need these to be happy, right? Your happy levels of dopamine high, they start plummeting. Literally, they do this. They nosedive. Right? And your serotonin is like if you sleep at night, you need high serotonin to sleep well. Your serotonin levels begin to plummet. I'm not talking just one person. I'm talking looking at several tests over the last year of what's happening to people. And we're talking these neurotransmitters of your brain, when they begin to not function properly, your hormones are not being produced right. That means your emotions are going to be out of control. Really down, really up, too hyper, real slow, but definitely your mood is not going to be what it was. And then there's what they call quinolinic acid, and this is probably the most dangerous thing that can happen. Is quinolinic acid is showing us on a metabolic test whether mold spores have gotten into your brain. And what I mean by that is when the yeast and mold gets so high in your gut, they take over the gut. You start having the bloating, the leaky gut you hear about. You have this thing they call leaky brain. And so the mold spores, because your immune system is getting hammered, it's getting really low. The mold spores are able to get past the blood-brain barrier and now get into your brain. You have neural excitability, which means the neurons begin to over-excite themselves and die. So now we know Great Plains Lab is great. They got some great PhDs who know exactly how this works and how they taught us. That means you're now getting brain cells dying, and that is the beginning of dementia and Alzheimer's type symptoms. It is not just a brain disease, guys. It is a gut problem. And so what's happening is your gut is getting out of control from what's been going on. Then you have ketones and fatty acid oxidation. These things going off the chart. Since I've been doing this test for years now, I've never seen these markers ever in the history of being in my practice. I've been doing this 20 plus years, and I've never seen markers like this ever. So definitely, let's say it's just bad food you're getting in, right? Well, we know that history, that story already, right? But now I'm seeing these from other sources, and it's patients who I've seen before and after getting these things done to themselves. Remember, you're doing the best thing that you think for yourself and your family. Some of you have to doing these things for your jobs. It is all a choice. But now they're making it where it is not a choice. So I just like to let you know, once again, what's happening to your bodies. All your vitamin C levels drop, your minerals, your B vitamins, those all begin to plummet. No matter how much you put in your body, you're not absorbing them. Then you have your glutathione levels. And glutathione levels have to do with your liver function, because your liver produces glutathione. When you have high glutathione, your body is able to detox the endotoxins. And what I mean by the endotoxins, you guys have heard me talk about this before. When you have pathogens, yeast, mold, fungus, parasites, all these wonderful little creatures in your body, they have waste. Normally your body can dispel the waste. Your lymphatic system works fine, your liver works good, you dispel the waste. But when your glutathione levels plummet, what is also happening on these tests, you lose the ability to detox. Your body cannot function like it used to. Your body cannot detox like it used to. So your systems begin to get backed up. Right? And then you see another thing happening. Certain amino acids, you have 9 essential amino acids, and you have other proteins that are in the body. Your brain function, your body repair of your tissue, it is essential that you have amino acids working properly. So you begin to see next a depletion in the amino acids, especially the essential, the 9 essential, which means you need for a healthy body, a healthy mind. you see those begin to plummet as well. And then this phosphoric acid, obviously that is plummeting too, and that just shows me that the vitamin D levels have gone away. Now those of you, if you listen to anything I've got to say right now, please take vitamin D in very, very high dosages. We're talking 10,000 IUs a day. If somebody's not feeling well, go up to 10,000 to 20,000 IUs a day. The people on all these programs, there's a guy I know, Matthew, who promotes about the MS foundations. He says naturally with MS, working with the brain, they'll take up to 20,000 IUs a day of vitamin D to support your immune system, to keep your body able to handle the toxic ratios it's going through. So guys, that is just a brief run through it. This is very detailed, but I'm giving you just the skimmings off the top of what I'm seeing before and after. So those of you who are still with me, who didn't click off, who didn't, some people get very upset with me, guys, and I don't know why. Well, I know why, but please don't get upset with me, because why? I am trying to help you. I'm trying my best, like other doctors, to help guide people for their health. This is my entire life of what I do. It's about health, guys. And so right now, I'm trying to just get some of you who are not doing some basic things to do something. Because nothing on the media, the social media, anywhere talks about what? Building your immune system, right? No one's telling about the immune system. And guys, when you get, let's say years ago, swine flu, avian flu, all those things, when they had the shots back then, what happens? Those shots lower your immune system. It lowers your ability to fight viruses. Okay? You have a humoral part of your immune system and the cell-mediated. Those two parts of your immune system are essential. The first part, the humoral, guess what that part of your immune system deals with? Viruses, cancer cells, and candida. As soon as you take a shot, those reverse and your cell-mediated system becomes the predominant system. So I want you to understand that your immune system is not functioning properly anymore. Those of you who've had the shot. And those of you who have just eating lots of bad food, the same thing can happen. You get a lowered immune system. So let me run through some things and get your pencil and pad. I just sent an email just yesterday. Everything that I have in the office that has to do with your immune system, any product, we're giving everybody 20% off, because we want everyone to please take advantage of getting your immune system back up and running. Get it squeaky clean running. We're talking your white blood cell count should go up. I've watched cancer patients go through their treatment and their white blood cell count not drop during their treatment, which it always does during a cancer treatment. Those are strong chemicals they're putting in your body. Why? Because they had a strong immune system entering the treatment. So once again, vitamin C has been around a long time. Lysosomal is the best way. You can get vitamin C infusions, IVs. Those work with glutathione infusions. I get those personally. I love them. But you can take it by pill, by liquid. Lysosomal is the best. So vitamin C should be on your list. Echinacea, one of the herbs that raises the immune system. Vitamin A. Now we get the liquid vitamin A. Vitamin A drops are emulsified, so you can take very high dosages for a short amount of times to boost up your immune system. Of course, the vitamin D we mentioned. There's transfer factor. Always looking at your calcium, magnesium levels. Those are essential minerals for the body. Those are the macro minerals, the big minerals. Because you have macro and you have minerals, many minerals. Then you have like the Himalayan salt, very fine minerals that you get in the salt. Those are other minerals too. So you have your big minerals, medium size, and very, very tiny minerals that the body needs. NAC, N-acetylcysteine, essential in many ways. In this video, I'll tell you on the basics, but in office, I will tell you the details if you want to know. N-acetylcysteine. You should start every day with 750 to 1,000 milligrams of NAC every day. What do I want to talk about now? The coconut oils as well, the MCTs. Those are pathogen fighters, especially for yeast and candida stuff. C60 that we now have in the office is supposedly better than vitamin C. This is essential now to use, especially if your immune system. I'm talking specifically to those who have lowered immunity right now. You may not even feel it, but how you know you have lowered immunity is how your gut is doing. So if you're bloating, swelling, you have inflammation. Inflammation is now your enemy, guys. You have to get the inflammation out of your body. The zeolites, they come in liquid and powders. These help remove chemicals from the body, and of course your probiotics. The probiotics, once again, You don't get the bugs from the soil anymore because of all the bad farming techniques, but you need the probiotics to help with the immune system. This helps combat what we call the biofilm, that mucoid layer you have actually in your small intestines. And of course, you know, our good old Oxy Detox product, that ozonated magnesium goes into there and helps remove that biofilm, the mucus, and that is the home of the yeast and mold. You need an omega-3 fatty acids. You need to use garlic. Now in cooking, you guys use a whole pot of garlic like every day. Man, garlic has been around for ages, and of course it runs away the vampires. But the garlic is best for what? Defeating bad bugs. It is a giant bug killer. So if you like garlic, guys, take a lot of it in your food. Me and my wife eat this stuff every day. And as a kid, I would run from this stuff. But now as an adult, I know how important it really is. You have the proteolytic enzymes. The protein enzymes can be taken empty stomach. And protein enzymes are good at deactivating viruses, coming after bacterias, all kind of wonderful things they do. The olive leaf, I got all the wee botanicals in stock. He has a whole bunch of those. They're all good immune enhancers. And olive leaf is one of those herbs that is excellent for helping with your immune system. You have raw glandulars. Glandulars help feed the organs and glands of the body. And we have that what we call trisomal glutathione. We have that lysosomal, once again, it's like in a shot. Just put it in your mouth. You absorb it right away. It has the cysteine in it, and it has the turmeric in another one, and lots of glutathione you're putting in your body. You have the silver. Silver has been around for an extremely long time. The nano silver. Silver, basically a tablespoon a day, every day. Help your gut be healthy. You have the mushrooms, shiitake, maitake. All the different mushrooms are good for the immune system. You hear me speaking in Japanese there? Of course, then you go back to your basics of the minerals again, zinc, selenium, but you need to make sure you take enough of it. You're taking enough zinc, okay? Guys need it, especially because of the prostate, but zinc is one of those immune enhancers, and zinc and selenium are brothers. They're friends of each other. Zinc needs 25, 50, 75 milligrams a day. You know, this is why I ask you guys, if you want to know the dosages, that's why I do the kinesiology. The muscle testing tells you how much your body can handle. It tells you how much is too much and how much is not enough. So you know your minimums and your maximums. Selenium, high dose selenium. High dose selenium. I have the liquid. We now have the liquid selenium, so easy to absorb. High dose selenium. Iodine. Iodine every day. Okay, there's several forms of iodine. You want to get a little iodine. It helps your thyroid function properly with the iodine. But also iodine is great for the immune system, helps protect the lungs. Melatonin, not just for sleeping. You look at Dr. Klinghardt over there and overseas, he talks about high dose melatonin for autoimmune diseases. Dr. Klinghardt is his name. Multiple herbal formulas, guys, multiples. I just want to mention a couple. Virapel, Infection Fighter, Carazabrant, C-Pel, Bronchial Health, and my good old fungolytic. Those of you who've taken the Canada program know about the fungolytic. Guys, these are really, really strong herbal formulas that made for us. And the idea is don't wait till you feel bad. Don't wait till something's wrong. Start taking something as a preventative. Build your immune system now. Work on your immune system feeling better. And like I said, a good test is to know if you're having any kind of gut inflammation, gut swelling. And going back to your diet, if you're vegetarian, that's great. If you're going to eat meat, paleo is wonderful. Meat and vegetables, off and on. Always don't do the same diet all the time. Always go on and off your diet, back and forth. People do some intermittent fasting, that's great. I say if you're going to do intermittent fasting, do the real fasting. Do the master cleanse for 3 days or do the 7-day and end it in a liver gallbladder flush. You can never go wrong doing fasting, guys. Personally, I fast about every quarter. I'll do a 3 or 4 day fast every quarter now. You couldn't get me to fast years ago, but I was like, no way I'm going to go without food. I was like a lot of you guys. But when I began to fast, I began to watch how quickly it would change my body. In fact, I make the joke now, if this lady's going, oh, I'm going on a honeymoon, I need to lose weight. And I said, well, how long do I have to work with you? They go, 2 weeks, or next week I'm going to Cancun. So I said, well, only one way I know to help you lean down your body faster than anything else. And what is that? Fast. Fasting will lean you down. Guys, you want to see your abs again? Women, you want to see your body toned down? Fasting. And remember, the only part of it is the first 2 days that's difficult. You're going to think about every favorite food you've ever had in your life those first 2 days. I've got a good 3-3-3 plan for that now, how they do the oxy, the fasting, and the flushing all together. And like I said, I'm ready for you guys. There's a lot of you I haven't seen in a while. I know some of you are trying to play doctor with yourself, but remember, don't take chances with your health, guys. If you're not going to me, please go to some professional, go to someone, and let them look at your immune system. Let them look at the body, how it's functioning. And how you really want to know your immune system's how it's functioning, you do the organic acid test, of course. That test is going to tell you exactly details that you'll never find in any other test that I know about your gut, how things are doing. And so, guys, I'm here to help you. I hope all of you are still watching. I hope you're still happy with me, what's going on, because I am looking out for you. I'm looking out for your family, your children, your wives, your husbands, your mothers, your fathers, your grandparents. My mother's now 90 years old, and still to this day, she holds the record, guys. 0 medications she's on. She's done the Candida plan. She's done colonic irrigations. And if you try to take her oxy away from her, what will she do to you? She'll do a jiu-jitsu move. She'll do a double leg takedown and take you down and get that oxy from you. And you think I'm joking? You don't know my mother, okay? She's tough. Those you do know my mom, you know how she is. So guys, hopefully this helps shed some light on things from all the questions I've been getting. And I want to make sure you know about the immune system a little more and how important it is. And please, don't hesitate to get involved in something, to build it. And September 18th, that's next month, that's on a Saturday, 10 to 2. That Saturday is the experience. That's the class I've been teaching. Please come to the class. Come have fun with the group again. You'll be glad you did. You guys take care. I'm Dr. Price. Over now.